Yeah, I mean, every advertiser out there is looking at the marketing mix and how they spend their money and where they spend their money and how they make those decisions. What's definitely clear is that there is beginning to be, a big move towards devoting significant portions of budget in some cases to online and digital, advertising formats. And that money is not incremental money for most of those advertisers. That money is going to come from their television schedules. It's going to come from their magazine advertising. So there's no doubt that overall the traditional media segments are going to be challenged to hold on to their share of advertising, and the online, digital piece of it's going to continue to grow. Bud TV is a great example that Anheuser-Busch is doing. This is not incremental advertising spending. This is spending that Budweiser has basically said is going to come right out of their television budget. So that shift is happening, and that's why what you see, and there'll be varying degrees of success, but all of the traditional media companies are saying, look, we have to follow not a platform-based model, but a brand-based model. So, NBC will say NBC is not a TV network, it's a brand of entertainment content, and obviously that's their bid to capture more of that dollar in the advertising and digital advertising space. And every, newspaper company and magazine company is doing the same thing. The issue is, some of them won't be able to make the transition. They'll have brands that will come up without a legacy model that will go against them, purely in the digital space and win. Some of these big established brands will make it through, and the key is to kind of stop looking at the threat and start looking at the potential opportunity. And that doesn't mean that you're maybe not scared about what you have to lose, that you're not putting revenue at risk, but if you kind of sit there with your legacy model trying to protect an existing pot of money, you're going to lose it anyway. So I think you've got to, if you're a traditional media company, you've got to just sort of say, we understand that a lot of these dollars are going to migrate to digital. Can our brand exist there and capture a piece of it there? But from the advertiser media planning point of view, there's no doubt that this migration of dollars from traditional media to digital media is going to continue and will get more pronounced each year. Starting, last year was the first time it sort of began to show up in the numbers, even though there was a sense that it was happening a little bit before that. This year it'll show up in the numbers a little more, and that trend is definitely going to continue and accelerate.